Welcome to video number 2. We've just finished up doing Nightwish Nemo. I'm Brad.
I'm Alena.
In case you're joining us for the first time. So the first video was Alena's choice, something super light, obviously. Next one is my choice. I still wanted to do something with clean vocals, still, bringing her in lightly, but just something that I enjoyed, something that I thought she could enjoy lyrically. And yeah, so we have Anthrax, Safe Home. I don't think it's necessarily their most popular song, but it is one that I really enjoy. So let's give it a go.
Okay.
So?
Well, that was interesting. I did like it.
Not wasn't too crazy heavy there.
No, it wasn't. It's definitely on the level that I can accept. I did like the vocals. Like the lead singer's voice is really nice. Like so assertive and bold and.
Some grit to it there. It's not just boy band, clean vocals. Like it's got a bit of character in there.
Yeah, definitely, yes. And I do like that.
Okay. The guitars, the drums, any of the instrumentals.
Like this part when in between the lyrics, it was really nice. I did like that.
Okay. Getting into the lyrics, any first impressions? I mean, never heard the song before, just coming at you first time. Did any sort of messages or meanings or anything come out to you?
Well, I can see why you picked that song because it's much more optimistic than the one we did before.
Yeah, that's true. So I'm the optimist, she's the pessimist. Spot on, very optimistic song.
Yeah.
Which isn't always the case with Anthrax, but yeah. So for me, now I haven't ever looked up what the song really means. I haven't studied the lyrics in great detail, but there's pieces that always stand out to me as being super optimistic in a relationship. So with someone being that rock in your life. So if I go through it, and in the beginning, coming from a place of not necessarily the best place. So I've been down this road once or twice before through the open door. I came falling through it. There's a signpost up ahead, like a watershed. So like a watershed moment. Like this is a turning point,
But then why is it once or twice before? So it means that that person, like the character, already fell in love before.
True. That's actually a good point. So I was coming at from
even the word that it's used there, falling, like fall in love and fall through the door.
Exactly. Wow. I wasn't picking up these details, but completely right. I think that's spot on. So yeah, and then and it opens my eyes, ways for me to begin to be born again, and knowing for the first time, ways also differently shine for me to see the better man that I am. So that last line in particular always like stuck out to me. Being with someone who makes you the better version of yourself. You're better with them than without them.
Okay, yeah, I can agree to that. Well, actually, when I was listening to it before, like half through the song, I actually thought that it was about religion. Because the beginning doesn't say anything about relationships, so it's just about finding your better self and about being in a better place than you were before, and be born again is also kind of a religious thing. So I only started thinking about relationship when it was later in the song when he was singing that I don't believe in faith, and love is my only faith. That time I rolled out religion.
Well, I mean, so like religion is probably not entirely wrong. I mean, songs can have double meanings, or because we're talking about a relationship here, someone's relationship could be their relationship with God. So okay, now it's not a romantic relationship, but this isn't a romantic relationship that it's talking about. It's talking about a relationship where someone makes you better than who you are. Without them. Someone that gives you direction and support and optimism, and that is, I mean, for someone who's religious, that would be what they feel their relationship with God is. So I think you could quite easily substitute a relationship with God for a relationship with a significant other that's there to support you. So I think that does work as well. So then we come to another one of my favorite lines. So I've been places in my head behind me worse than what's ahead. I really like it, behind me worse than what's ahead. That's a super, super optimist
it is
way of thinking, which is how I am and not how you are. But yeah, that line always just stuck out to me. And on my path, just like a dream, takes me from the in-between. From out of nowhere, you came strong as stone. Strong as stone always stuck out to me as well. That, you know, that absolute rock in your life, that support.
Yeah, and also the thing takes me from the in-between.
Mm-hmm.
So there was some uncertainty in my life. So and this relationship, or I don't know, this love for a person or this relationship takes you out of this uncertainty and gives you something very direct that you can follow. Yes.
Okay. So from out of nowhere you came strong as stone, and now I'll never have to be alone. What it is I know. Again, so belief in this thing, like you know this is it. You have always been my safe home. Again, safe home, self-explanatory. It's your place of comfort, with just being comfortable with that person. Then the next line, this has always stood out to me as so I walk, I run, I burn out into you. I really like. It gives me a feeling of momentum. That
what
line.
What does it mean, a burnout? Into you?
To be honest, the burnout, I'm not even entirely sure. So the way I see it is, it's like degrees of needing someone, or the strength you get from that person. So it's this like increasing momentum of I walk, I run, and then burn out. Like to burn out into you is just to like completely, like
so
with
it's
everything
a
you have.
transformation. Like you transform it from the ashes, you become the same stone as the person, like a stronger version.
That's a cool interpretation. I hadn't thought of it as a transformation, but that works as well. For me, it was just like sort of linear momentum of like starting slowly, running, and then just completely giving everything in the direction of that person. But transformation works well with the burning and coming out of ashes link. That's cool. Right, so you've always been my safe home. My whole world has moved on. So my whole world has moved on for me is like you reach the point where you can't even remember what it was like before, like what it was like before that person. This is now your whole world, and what was before is irrelevant. Again, is a super optimist view on things, to not dwell on the past, linger on baggage, which is it's easier said than done, but
I suppose. Well, I would also consider this line meaning I look at the world from a different perspective now. So it's not that the things around me changed, but I have changed, and that's why I see the world differently.
Yeah, completely true. That's
also
a good point.
like this next in the next lines that I'd stand and fight for you, because well, before in that song it was saying so basically that I found a person that is as strong as rock and I can hold on to it. But then here it says that despite of that person being strong, I'm not gonna just stand by and do nothing. I also got that strength, and I'm gonna be actually fighting aside. Yeah, so I like that.
When I read that, the thing that I take from it is that it's not a one-sided relationship. So it's not like you're just taking from this person and giving nothing in return. So you're deriving all this benefit from this person, but then when you need to defend them, when they need you, then you fight the whole world for them as well.
Yeah, I suppose. But I do get the sense in this song that this relationship that is described is a bit too dependent.
Too one-sided. Okay.
No, it's like even if both persons are contributing equal, they are just so interdependent, like against the whole world, which can be a little bit unhealthy if you are too much into that.
That's true. I mean, I suppose it's a little more fairy tale in that
is.
way than real life. But again, it's
an optimistic
an optimist's fairy tale. So.
Okay, I can agree to that.
Right, and then it does then talk again about faith and destiny. Well, actually, it says faith and destiny I never did believe. So that would go against the religious argument. But if someone wanted to cherry pick parts of the song to substantiate a relationship with God, they couldn't just ignore that line. But I never did believe. My only God is love, and faith, what I see in you, and I can hold it true like a weight in my hand. Okay, so that very much then is going against the God argument, because the way I'm reading that is that like love is his God. So and doesn't have faith in God, but has faith in the person that he loves, and like a weight in my hand, that to me it's something tangible.
Yeah.
Because like God isn't tangible for most people unless you've had some sort of divine experience and you believe that to be tangible. For everyone else, there's nothing tangible about religion. So this having this person that you can actually see and interact with and be with, it's like a weight in your hand, that it has a tangible feel to it.
Yeah, but also he still talks about faith.
Mm-hmm.
So to him, this love, it sort of made him a believer.
Mm-hmm.
Still a believer, but a believer in a different thing, not maybe traditional religion, but he sort of reinvents this religion for himself. And
like the love is his religion.
Yeah, the love, and now he's still believing in something, even though, I mean, love is not tangible. Love is something that is very abstract.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, but for him, it turned out to be that faith that he could actually sort of see the evidence around. That's why he can accept this faith.
Okay.
And that's what I see here.
Okay. So, in conclusion, not a song you've heard before, not particularly heavy, but enjoyable?
Yeah, it is very enjoyable.
Okay.
Very optimistic.
Probably not too realistic from your perspective?
Yeah, I would say it's more like for younger people.
People without baggage.
Yeah.
Okay, fair. Yeah, so that's our reaction to Anthrax Safe Home. And
hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, and please, again, let us know in the comments things you like that we've done, things that we could do better. Happy to improve. We want to know what we're doing wrong so that we can fix it. And please put some song suggestions, and we'll put up another one soon. Thanks.
Thank you. Bye.